Good evening, everyone. It's Thursday before Week Nine's games, and I, once again, am your high scorer. Second time this year, and I believe I had the most high scores last year as well, so get used to this. All right. This past week, I gotta tell you, this past week was phenomenal for football for me. Everything went absolutely perfectly. It was great. My fantasy team won. I had the highest score. What could have gone wrong? It was amazing. My other fantasy teams were fantastic. The Vikings won. It was amazing. We beat the Packers, which is really great. And absolutely nothing happened this past weekend that was negative. I mean, Will Levis got to play this weekend. He was awesome. You see him just chucking bombs to DeAndre Hopkins, Nick Westbrook, Akina. It was gorgeous. It was awesome. Absolutely nothing went wrong this last week. Why? Dude never gets injured. Never gets injured. Never has so much as a crooked toenail, and all of a sudden he blows out his Achilles. His season's ruined. It's over. That's all right. We're fine. Josh Dobbs is really good. Yeah, Jared Hall is really good too. We're fine. We had a great team with we don't even have the league's worst defense. We're really good. It's awesome. Justin Jefferson is not really important to the team. We got Jordan Addison. We're fine. Doesn't matter. T.J. Hawkins is good too. It's awesome. We got Alexander Madison and Cam Akers. Our running game's amazing. It's phenomenal. All right. Well, see you next year, NFC North. All right. Let's see. We're not even going to lose enough games. We've already got 4 wins. We're not even going to get Caleb Williams out of this. It's terrible. It's the worst thing ever. All right. Yeah. I'm all right. So, Matt has a few questions for me. Apparently, I'm only 4th overall in points scored out of 16, so it's not that bad. But I'm a little surprised. I kind of figured, I'd be a little bit better than this. And he asked me if I was surprised by any other teams. So I'm surprised I have 2 losses. They're both fluke losses to teams that are way worse than me. Have I been surprised by any of the fantasy teams? Yeah, actually I have. I was surprised by Aubrey going 3-0 when I would figure if you took the best weeks of every individual player on his team, you might be able to win 3 games across the whole league, but I doubt it. So I'm kind of surprised by that. And I'm also surprised by Katie's team. I'm kind of surprised at the juggernaut she's got going on here. A little afraid for what's going to happen in the playoffs here. All right, so Kirk Cousins, Justin Jefferson injuries. Yeah, that's not good. I definitely would have told you that Justin Jefferson wasn't exactly the most important member of the team. Maybe he was a flashy player, maybe he was the best overall player at the position, but he didn't mean that much to this team. I've always said that Kirk Cousins doesn't need good wide receivers. He needs time. If you look at his days in Washington, he made household names out of Pierre Garcon and a bunch of other terrible players because he had a great offensive line. And we don't need to give him Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison and Stephon Diggs and Adam Thielen and T.J. Hockenson and Dalvin Cook. He doesn't need that. What he needs is some time. He needs to be able to get a lawn chair out, sit down, drink some lemonade while he's reading the newspaper. He needs Justin Fields at Ohio State amounts of time. All right, that's what he needs. He could put me and my dead grandma out there, and we each get 8 catches for 100 yards and 2 touchdowns. If he had time. But of course, with no Kirk, I'm hard pressed to see many victories or even one victory on even the crappy ass Falcons this week. I'm not seeing it. Not seeing it. All right, so let's see here. Let's see, a change I'd like to see in the league. Well, I think I've talked about improving or increasing the amount of points for kick return yardage. I think that we should try to make as many fantasy relevant players as possible. We do things like PPR, tight end premium, superflex, try to make sure that it isn't just who has the best healthy running backs, which is essentially one quarterback, no tight end premium, redraft mindset, and that's just boring. So something like kick return yardage increasing that would be a good way to go. Now, he did say I can't say IDF, and I know what you're thinking. He probably meant IDP, but that's not true. As we all know, I'm very adamant about including members of the Israeli Defense Forces in our fantasy football league, so I'm going to stick with that. All right, so weekly picks. Let's take a look at what we got here on the docket. First up, we have my team, the Cancer Boys, and Hydra, Hydra, Hydra. Those are the three clowns that refused to trade me Sam Howell for anything reasonable. Let's see. Well, I'm going to win by virtue of having the best team in the league. I'm also going to win by virtue of their team sucking. Let's see. Yeah, I could point to their good quarterbacks from Holmes and Howell, but you know what? Levis and Josh Allen are better than that, so it's not even. And I Damian Pierce is sucking this year. Isaiah Pacheco has always sucked. Devontae Smith, that's a cute number 2 receiver to A.J. Brown, which happens to be on my team. You got Josh Downs. Did you set your lineup? You got Sky Moore in here. Oops, might want to fix that one. Jake Bobo. I'm scared. I'm petrified, guys. Michael Mayer. That's worse than the guy that I traded away after 2 weeks because he was way worse than the guy I'm starting at tight end. And then, of course, nothing wrong with Jake Elliott except that he's not just the motherfucking Tucker. So, it is what it is. So I'll give myself the victory on that one by a long, long shot. Projected to win by 37. I bet I cover that one. Turd Ferguson versus Dodd Tank Mahokes. Wish I could remember the contents, but it was funny. All right, let's see here. Kenny Pickett asks Dan Jones. Let's hope he's back here. It looks like you have DeAndre Hopkins in your flex. Well, technically, he's going to get like 3 or 4 more touchdowns from Will Levis just going, whatever, D-Hop out there somewhere, right? And then he gets to grab the DB by the neck and throw him aside and catch the ball, and he doesn't get OPI for that one. So that should be a good matchup there. Akers and Moss, battle of the terrible backup running backs, somehow being relevant. Swift and Bijan, all right, pretty good here. Thielen, Keenan Allen, all right, okay. Taking a look here. I'm gonna have to say you got Kelsey and Jamar Chase. I have to give it to Turd Ferguson on this one. On top of that fact, he's projected to win by 26, and he has a dramatically better record. Wasn't that the clown that didn't know who Jake Ferguson was? Did you know that Jake Ferguson is my highest owned player in Underdog Best Ball? So kind of weird you don't know who he is. Let's see. Mihal versus MCAS. Let's see. Okay. Tua, Stafford, Burrow, Lamar. Edge dramatically goes the man on that one. And then let's see what we got here. Najee, Walker, Freeman. Oh, I think you forgot to set your lineup as well. You got Royce Freeman in there. Want to check on that one. Pollard's been dramatically underwhelming this year. Kenneth Walker doesn't care about Zach Charbonnet showing up in town. He's still dominating. Okay, Hollywood. Got London over here. Batman would love to switch that one. Well, okay. Pretty good. Everett and Goddard. Ugh. Tutu Atwell. Tutu small, am I right? Treylon Burks. Ugh. Gross. I'm going to have to give the edge to Matt on this one. He's projected to win by 18. I think it's going to be a lot closer than that. This is a pretty good one. I'm not sure if Mihal is working on some bad bye weeks or something. I feel like his team is supposed to be better than that. Christian McCaffrey. That ought to do it. All right. Let's see. Now, we got a Kittle bit of Wilson is what I need because Connor's not on his team. Took him only half a year to figure that one out against Mac Who. All right, let's see what we got going on here. Okay. McCorkle, yes. McCorkle Jones. And your Superflex, you got Curtis Samuel. You might want to switch that one out with anyone. You have half your team is on bye. You're going to want to set your lineup. That one's not a joke. That you really do need to set your lineup on this one. Optimum is 93.6. I don't need to look at the rest of your team. You're going to lose. So I'm going to give this one to a little bit of Wilson is what I need. All right. Running backs don't matter, according to Felker and me, and as you've known for a long time, against the all-rookie team. Well, race to the bottom on this one. This is the toilet bowl here, huh? Let's see. How the hell has JP won 3 games with this squad? Oh boy, it's almost as surprising as Aubrey winning 3 games in a row to start off the year. The last undefeated team. Okay, Jordan Love, we all know how terrible he is. Tyjae is making, stepping up. TJ Hawkinson, would be the only game in town here, but can't say anything about that quarterback situation at this moment. Let's see. I honestly can't take anyone to lose to JP, so I'm going to give this one to running backs don't matter, according to Felger and myself. All right, Sons of the Harpy versus Straight Cash Homie. All right, so how the mighty have fallen. The won the first 2 years, and now I don't see your team as a threat in the slightest. Let's see. Starting Baker Mayfield. Okay. All right. Let's see. Deshaun Watson. Oh, man. Really don't want to rub it in, but boy, did I ever win that trade. Let's see. Okay, quarterbacks. Gotta go with Peter on this one. Just Justin Herbert versus 3 terrible quarterbacks right now. All right. Running backs, Jonathan Taylor, Breece Hall. We got White versus Henderson, looking pretty solid, pretty even there. We got Foreman, kind of, Roshan's back, not liking it. Zeke, about equal, I guess. Joku versus Eckler, okay, Eckler big time. Evans versus MVS, Evans, Puka Nacua. What a wonderful phrase. Puka Nacua sits in the old gum tree. Versus, you forgot to cut Chase Claypool. He's been irrelevant for some time. Waller is still in your lineup. You're going to want to set that. Boy, this is a real toss-up. This might be the best matchup of the week. This is tough. I'm leaning towards Peter's team, but barely. So this might be the matchup of the week here. But I'm going to give Peter the win by only the slimmest of margins on this one. Okay. And then last and definitely least, we have, I probably don't need to look at this, but Katie up against Wonderwolf here. Chubby Little Hands. Interesting team name. Okay. So, I don't think I need to look at this very far. Wonderwolf not gunning for the championship anymore. Kind of tanking it in a little bit. This is not good. Hurts Minshew, that's pretty solid. Kamara, Roshan, could be a lot better. I don't need to look too far. Katie in a landslide. This is the second biggest blowout of the week. After me against whoever it is I'm playing, who's going to lose badly. That's it. Okay. Anything else that he was looking for? Okay. Well, that's about it. Sorry to stretch this out for a long time, but you're gonna see my face again. Maybe I'll try to be a little more expeditious next time. All right, gotta go. Peace out. Good luck to everyone except for the guy playing me this week.